Mindfulness essentially means paying attention. That's what being mindful is. It's learning how to give this moment your full, awake, alert attention. Now that's partly about waking up to the world around us. It's about really starting to experience this incredible world we live in with a richness, with a fullness. Get as much as you can out of life. But it's also about paying attention to our inner world, paying attention to our thoughts, paying attention to our emotions, and paying attention to our unconscious reactions, our automatic responses, our programming, if you like. And with that mindful self-awareness, we tend to take much better control over ourselves, we make better decisions, we're less reactive, and we tend to do less harm to ourselves and to other people. And that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? Here at the Now Project, we teach a very simple, modern, straight-talking kind of mindfulness. There's no religion, because mindfulness isn't about beliefs. Mindfulness is a state of being. In fact, we prefer you not to believe anything. We'll teach you some simple techniques and offer you some basic principles and some rather life-changing ideas. But once you start to apply these and start to bring them into your everyday routines and make this practice part of your life, quite quickly what you'll find is that your thinking starts to quieten, and with a bit of practice you'll be able to cultivate some quiet mental space. Space away from your problems and your worries and just that constant mental chatter. And you know what? That's a really, really lovely thing to be able to do. But that's just the start. Because from this place of mindful awareness, you can start to pay attention to your inner world. You can start to observe your thoughts and become mindful of your emotions and your unconscious reactions, your programming. A good place to start would be to become mindful of your thoughts. Just stand back and start to observe your mind and see where your thoughts go and what that does to you and how that makes you feel. Now, very quickly, when you start to observe your thoughts, what you're going to see is that although, of course, some thinking is necessary and we need it to function in the world, of course we do. But when you stand back and watch, some of your thinking is not helpful. It's not necessary. In fact, a good proportion of it is destructive. It's pain-provoking. A huge proportion of your anger, your guilt, your heartaches, your resentments, your disappointments, your worries, your fears, your stress, it's not caused by what's happening here, now in reality, but it's caused by what's going on in your head. Now, if you had the mindful self-awareness to see that happening, and some basic tools to deal with it, then you're going to do a lot less of that to yourself, aren't you? And then you'll like to feel a good deal better. And where would be the harm in that? Now, if you're not doing so much of that painful, problematic thinking, then you might start to get a little bit more out of life. Because that's what mindfulness is also about. It's about waking up to life. It's about learning to experience this moment with a richness, with an intensity, touching it, tasting it, sucking every juicy drop out of life. Mindfulness is about discovering the extraordinariness in the ordinary. It's about learning how to enjoy your life. It's about how to find fulfillment. And as you practice, you start to uncover a depth to the world around you and a depth to you way beyond what can be experienced when your mind is lost in all that mental chatter and problems. But that's not for me to tell you about. That's for you to explore and discover for yourself. Come on, treat yourself.